Hi, this is Ed TV. I'm your host, Ed Archibald. On our shows, I'm going to be doing a business interview with a personal touch. Today I'd like to welcome Captain Wayne Catati. Captain Catati's with the Elk Grove Police Department. Welcome, Captain.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
Captain, can you tell me why you became a police officer?
Well, that's kind of a long story in itself, as I'm not like your typical person who wanted to be a police officer since I was a little kid. Even though I went and graduated from Sac State and got my degree in criminal justice, I really had no idea of becoming a police officer. I was working in an office for many years, and at some point in my career there, I decided that was not a job that I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So at that point, I was selected for a job at the Sheriff's Department, the Sacramento Sheriff's Department, and that was just answering telephones. And that's all I did for about a year and a half. And during that time, one of my supervisors was a sergeant, and he told me that basically he pointed his finger at me and said, "You can't stay here." And I said, "Well, why not? I just got here." And he says, "You need to do something else. Here's an application. Go apply for deputy sheriff trainee, and they'll pay you to go to the academy." And with that, he nagged me almost every time I saw him until the last date to file for an application. I put my application in and I told him, "All right, I did it, leave me alone." And really that was I only put it in to have him stop nagging me, and that was the best decision I ever made in my life. And I have truly enjoyed my career in law enforcement since then, and it's been over 28 years since that time.
Captain, what was the best part about becoming part of the Elk Grove Police Department?
Well, having experience with both the Sheriff's Department and with the Elk Grove Police Department, there's actually a few of the best things. And one of them is the citizens that we have in our city. And they really help us out. No police department and no sheriff's department can do an effective job without the help of our citizens. And our citizens are very quick to let us know when they see something suspicious and call us right away, which really helps us out quite a bit in catching a tremendous amount of burglars during the daytime that I've never done in other departments or have seen. And even hearing from other officers in other departments, they have also said that as well. Another best part about our department is really our people. We really have a high quality number of officers, and they do a great job out there. And I'm always impressed with the things they do.
And do you think the community is supportive of your department?
Well, and one of those things again is because they aren't afraid to participate and to get involved with the city and the overall safety of the city, and that is so important, to even just say, "Hey, I see somebody out on the street, they look suspicious," and let us know, and we can come out and check it out. And if it's nothing, it's all fine. Everybody just goes on their way. But if it is something, then it helps us keep our streets safe and our homes safe and our businesses safe. So it is very important that the city and their citizens support the police department, and nowhere else in the county have I ever felt that that the citizens actually support the department. So it really helps, and with that too is the support of our government, our city hall, the city manager. Everybody involved is very supportive of the police department. So that's a fight that we don't have with our government too. So that helps.
Some time ago, I was told by someone in the city that they heard that the crime rate in Elk Grove is down in the city, and the city is ranked 35th in the country. Why would you think that? How did you get there, and why do you think it came that way?
There could be several reasons, but crime overall during that period, pretty much across the country, was down. Whether that was actually due to police efforts or crime not being reported, or just who knows what. But crime across the country was really down during that period. It is now, right, this year, it's starting to creep up a little bit, because you can always only go down so much before it has to creep up. And it hasn't gone up a tremendous amount, but it has gone up a little bit. There hasn't been any answers to why it went down during that one period and why is it creeping up either. So, you know, that analysis is still going on.
Last question for you today. Would you encourage any of your family members or friends to get into law enforcement?
I would. However, it takes a certain demeanor and personality of a person to do that. And I was fortunate to have my sergeant at that time see something in me that would make a good deputy sheriff. I don't know what he saw in me at that point, and I really still can't see that, but for some reason he did see something in me that would make a good deputy sheriff, and I'd like to think I had a good career and did a good job at it. I would encourage people to get into the profession, but it would depend on who they are and how they approach life in general. You know, one of the things that I've done in this year was to start a class along with several other officers on how to get into law enforcement. As you are aware, there have been a lot of news and turmoil over the diversity of police departments and sheriff's departments, and one of the things that I said, and along with my friends from these other departments, was to say, what can we do about it? And so for us, we started a introductory class for Asian Pacific Islanders on how to get into a police academy and how to survive in an academy and how to get a job in law enforcement. And so far, we had our first class in January, and we're doing another class in September, and we've gotten a few people in, and we're still working on others. But it has actually spawned off into other classes, one specifically for African American community, one for Hispanic community, and hopefully sometime next year we'll have one specifically for females to get into law enforcement. And it really is to kind of take the mystery out of how to get into law enforcement and how to apply, where to apply, what are the requirements, how to pass the physical agility test, all these things. And we bring people in from the academies and recruitment to speak to the students, as well as for us who are experienced, I would say veteran officers, on how our careers have been and what really a good job it is.
Captain Katati, I appreciate you being here today. I enjoyed the interview, and I'm Ed, and you're not.